Good evening and congratulations to the honorees of tonight's event. I want to first thank Clara Davis for inviting me to be here tonight and for the work that she's doing in our city through the Outcast Awards. Building an event like this takes courage, it takes vision, and it takes persistence, especially when you don't have a huge institution behind you. So before anything else, let's give Clara and everyone who helped organize this event a huge round of applause. My name is Richard Omoni Shoyola, and I'm a candidate for Alderman of Chicago's 2nd Ward. When Clara invited me to speak, I found myself thinking about the name of this event, the Outcast Awards. It's a powerful name because almost everyone knows what it feels like to be an outsider, especially if they live with a disability. Others know it because of their race, their faith, their income level, or their neurodivergent mind. As a Nigerian American born in London, England, I know what it feels like to be different. I know what it feels like to walk into a room and wonder if people see you as fully belonging. I've struggled with depression. I've grappled with loneliness. I've spent years of my life feeling like I had to prove my worth before I could be accepted. My story may be different from many of yours, but I know something about that feeling. Truthfully, I've spent a lot of time wrestling with it. And one lesson I've learned is that being an outcast is usually not a sign that something is wrong with you. Some of the most revered individuals were outcast during their lives. In a 1966 Gallup poll, Dr. King himself was viewed as unfavorable by 66% of Americans, including many Black Americans. Unfortunately, the outcasts among us are often only valued after their dreams are realized, or in many cases, only after they have passed on. Even NBA stars, like Jalen Brunson, have been outcast. He just led the New York Knicks to win the 2026 NBA Finals. But Jalen was overlooked and doubted in high school and college, despite having undeniable talent as a point guard. So given this reality, what do you do? In church this past Sunday, I heard a sermon about the blind beggar Bartimaeus in the Gospel of Mark. When Bartimaeus heard that Jesus was passing by, he began calling out for help. And the crowd told him to be quiet. They told him to stop making noise. In effect, they were telling him that his voice didn't matter. But he called out anyway. And that's the part of the story that resonated with me. Before he was healed, Bartimaeus had courage. Before he was recognized, Bartimaeus was persistent. Before he had sight, Bartimaeus had vision. He refused to accept the idea that he was less worthy than anyone else to call on Jesus. He refused to accept his status as an outcast. I think that's a lesson for all of us in this room, because each one of us has the same power that Bartimaeus had, the power to be defiant in the faces of those who try to silence you. And needless to say, as a virtual unknown running for office, I've heard my fair share of naysayers. You can probably guess what they've said. I won't repeat it. But one of the primary reasons I'm running is because I believe our city should be judged by how it treats people who are easy to overlook, the ones our society calls nobodies. Broke renters, the homeless, our teenagers, our disabled community. Do we make room for them? Do we listen to them? Do we invest in them? Do we even see them? I believe Chicago, like the world, is at its best when everyone has a seat at the table. To me, the opposite of being an outcast isn't popularity. It's community. It's belonging. It's knowing that your voice matters and that your story has been heard. It's knowing that your existence is part of a larger whole and that your presence is missed when you're not around. Tonight, we celebrate people whose value may have been overlooked by others, but whose contributions make our city and our world better. So to all those who have been outcast, thank you for your resilience, thank you for your courage, and thank you for reminding all of us that no one is outside the circle of human dignity. God bless you, and enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.